So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a list of shows to watch on Netflix. I wrote 5 shows on my notebook. This is perfect for being in quarantine, having nothing to do, so you can just binge watch all of these shows. So let's get started. First on my list is super popular and everyone is watching it right now. I already finished it with my brother and my mom, and it's All American. So this show has 2 seasons and each episode is around 40 minutes long. So it's basically about a guy who plays football at his high school, and it's in a really bad area, like not good. There's a lot of like violence and gangs, and he gets a really good opportunity to go to a different school in Beverly Hills, I think, and it's like a whole bunch of rich kids, and he doesn't fit in at first. But he goes because it's a better opportunity to get to where he wants to go, which is the NFL. It's a really good show. There's a lot of drama in it, and a lot of the characters are super cute. And there's a lot of things that you don't expect that are going to happen. So I really like that show a lot. The next show is called Tiger King. It is 1 season long, and it has 8 episodes. And each episode's about 40 minutes to 45 as well. So I personally haven't watched this one, but my mom did. And she said it's basically about these like people who not are like zookeepers, but like own a whole bunch of tigers, and they have like sanctuaries for tigers, basically. I think that's how you'd word it. And they all just like basically fight to like be the best like zoo or whatever they are. And like a guy goes to jail for accused murder or something. I don't know. It's really like drama filled, but a lot of people are watching it right now, so give it a try, I guess. The third show is Criminal Minds, and it's been around for a while. It has 12 seasons, and each episode is 40 to 45 minutes. That's around the length of all of the shows I'm talking about today. So this one's basically just about people who are criminals, and the cops and FBI and all that. They're all involved, and they like figure out who killed the person or did whatever crime it is. The next show is American Horror Story. This one has also been around for a while. I personally have only watched like the first 4 seasons or 5 seasons, and they have 8 seasons now. And again, it's around 40 minutes, sometimes 45. You can watch it from any season because each season has a different like perspective and a different plot. What I like about this show is that in each season, it usually keeps the same actors and actresses in it, which I really like because it's cool to see them in the different roles they play in each season. So I'm going to go through all of the seasons and what they're about. So season 1, I believe it's called Murder House. It's basically just about like this family who moves into like this big like mansion, and it's like haunted, and they see like ghosts and like paranormal activities and stuff like that. But like the ghosts are actual characters that it shows. So it's not like figures, it's like actual people who are playing like the dead people. And it also like involves like murders and stuff, so it's super cool. I personally have watched that season and I really like it. So season 2 is called Asylum, I believe. It's basically what the title is. So it's just about like people in the mental hospital. So it basically takes place in a mental hospital. Season 3 is called Coven or something. But it's basically about like witches and cults. Again, same actors and actresses, which I really like because it's just cool to see how they play out in like their different roles, and it's really interesting. Season 4 I really liked. I think my favorite season though would have to be 1 and 4 are my favorite, but they're really all good because they all are based on different things. It just depends on what interests you the most. Season 4 is based in a circus, and it's like all like freaks who like have stuff wrong with them, or like it's just really hard to explain, but it's basically about like it's like called Freak Show, so it's all like freaks and like non-ordinary people in a circus. So I really like that one. It's good. Season 5 is where I started to watch, but it didn't interest me that much, so I kind of just stopped watching it. And it's Hotel, and it's basically just about like hotel and it's like haunted rooms and stuff and like ghost figures. It's just basically what the title is. Season 6 is Roanoke, I believe that's what it's called, and I hate this season. I forgot what show it is, but there's a show on TV that talks about like scary, like paranormal activity, like stories that happen to people, and then it like has interviews on it with the people, if that makes sense. It like goes back and forth from like showing like what happened, but like it's like a reenactment of it, and then like the people that were involved like telling the story, if that makes sense. If you've heard of that before, that's basically what this season is. Hey guys, sorry I'm looking crusty. I'm editing right now, if you can't tell. I found out what it's called. It's called Paranormal Witness or Witnesses or something. It's on Sci-Fi. So if you don't know what I'm talking about when I'm explaining it, just look up on YouTube a clip from that show and you'll understand what I'm saying. And take some shots if you're 21 for every time I say like, because I realize I say it throughout the whole entire video multiple times, and I apologize. Back to the vid. It's about like, I guess it's true stories, I think, and it's just like made up characters telling the stories. Really confusing, but you'll understand if you watch like an episode or two. Season 7 is, I forgot what it's called. I think it's just called Cult. I don't know, but it's about cults. So it's basically it. Haven't watched that one, so I'm not sure if it's good or not. But I did not like Hotel or Roanoke, so yeah. Then season 8, I believe, just came out on Netflix. I'm not sure how long it's been on there, but it's Apocalypse, and it's basically just about the end of the world and apocalypses and stuff. Also haven't seen it, so I'm not sure if that's exactly the baseline of it, but that's like what the title is, so I just based it off that. But yeah, so that's everything for American Horror Story. Now we get into a show that I just finished today, actually, and it is called Jane the Virgin. It's about a woman who goes to the doctor, and her doctor accidentally artificially inseminates her. So she basically got pregnant and she was a virgin. So she like feels like all the symptoms of pregnancy and freaks out and goes to the doctor, and she finds out she's pregnant. And her and her whole family are confused because they're very religious and don't believe in sex before marriage. And yeah, so they end up finding who the dad is. She starts like falling in love with him, but then another guy comes in. It's a big old love triangle, but she ends up having the baby, and it's just a really cute like family story. It's very dramatic, very dramatic. But the one thing about the show, that's why I saved it for last, is because there's two things that people might not necessarily like, which is why they wouldn't watch it. In every single episode, there is a narrator who talks throughout, which I got used to. I didn't really like it at first, but you get used to it, and it just basically becomes a part of the show. And then the other thing that people really might not like, which I personally hate, I always fast forward through it. Every single episode has a flashback of when the main character was younger. So it's based around the girl named Jane. I think she is like 20 something or 24, 25 in the beginning. And then she gets all the way to 30 at the end of the season. The ending was super good. I really liked it, but I wish there was more seasons after that, but that was the end of it because it ended last year, I believe. One is 5 seasons and 40 minutes long. I forgot to say that. But yeah, that is all of the Netflix recommendations I have today. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. I think I might do a part 2 if this one does good, and I might do part 2 on movies to watch or just more shows in general. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.